Rep Tulsi Gabbard says Trump is Saudi Arabia's bitch in tweet. Rep Tulsi Gabbard, Democrat from Hawaii, a National Guard veteran who did 2 tours in the Middle East, said in a tweet that President Trump is Saudi Arabia's bitch for announcing the U.S. will stand with Saudi Arabia regardless of any intelligence community assessment on Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's involvement in the killing of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi.
I mean, she's not wrong. Isn't that kind of how a bitch would act?
She said, here's her tweet. She said, "Hey, real Donald Trump, being Saudi Arabia's bitch is not America first. Mr. Trump has justified his stance on Saudi Arabia by saying that the country is a key partner in national security and a large buyer of U.S. weapons."
So money talks, bullshit walks.
So a few things I want to say on this. First thing, I've already said this in previous times we covered this story, but I think it's fucking disgusting how the national media in this country never had a negative word to say about fucking disgusting, evil-ass Saudi Arabia until one of their own, a journalist, was fucking shot or killed or chopped up or whatever the fuck happened. Murdered by the fucking
in the Saudi
Saudis.
embassy.
And now, because of that one guy's death, that's supposed to be the thing that breaks the camel's back. Why don't you make a more robust case against fucking Saudi Arabia? It's not hard to do.
I will say this.
They're a disgrace.
There's a very Vice, which is obviously a very liberal outlet, has a lot of SJW bullshit. They were calling bullshit on Saudi Arabia years ago, talking about how they were bombing in Yemen.
Yeah,
all the kids, like they're showing
doing a fucking genocide in Yemen.
Yeah, well, and they were showing the bombs from like Lockheed Martin and these other U.S. because obviously the Saudis buy our arms, and that's what they use them on. They use them to fucking oppress people.
I also want to talk about
within their own country without
Glenn Greenwald, who's I read on his Twitter the other day, and I think I even retweeted it, that what Trump is saying here is he's basically just being more honest about the U.S.'s fucking position on this matter. Because, previous administrations would have made up some fucking highfalutin sounding bullshit. Trump's pretty much coming right out and saying it's because we're fucking doing business with them.
Yeah, it's business.
They're good business partners. We don't care if they fucking...
Oh, yeah. Oh, when it comes to business
we don't care who
for the
they
US,
butcher. We don't
they're
care
great.
who they destroy.
Yeah, are they destroying us? No. They're destroying other people? Well...
Yeah, so it's all about that, and that's...
It's all about money.
You could say that Trump's a piece of shit for saying and thinking that, but it's the same fucking position the Obama administration held. It's the same position the Bush administration held and the Clinton administration held and so on and so forth for as long as we've been dealing with these fuckers. And it's been a long time dealing with the country that the majority of the fucking hijackers from 9/11 were from and whose government was probably in some way
they're one of the most
involved in
powerful
those attacks.
countries in that region.
Yeah.
Ignoring them and not...
Super powerful.
I mean, like, look, the Obama administration had definitely had a more strained relationship with the Saudis, but Trump was like, I mean, he ran right to them. He's like, no, they're powerful. They have money. They're going to buy our shit. Yeah, I like them.
Obama's administration, did we stop selling weapons to them under Obama?
Of course
no.
not.
Hell no. So the more
Political
strained,
theater.
maybe in a public way, but privately, no. We were still doing the same business we ever did with them. Still selling them a shit ton of weapons, which they then use to go
Well, they have
fucking
huge
genocide
influence
the people
over
in Yemen.
over the supply of oil and the price of oil per barrel.
Yeah.
The Saudis can
Trump
just go,
even thanked them this morning, like, oil prices are down. Thanks, Saudi Arabia.
I've actually seen now they're saying now
You're awesome.
Because we're such a huge exporter of oil that them being down is actually a net. When prices go too low, it's a drag on our economy at this point.
Well,
because
Trump
of
doesn't
shale.
think so. He thinks it's great.
Well, he's just saying what the average person believes.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what Trump always does. Figures out, what does my stupid fucking base think? I'll say that. And then he does, and they're like, he's awesome, MAGA, Geotis, whatever the fuck bullshit. But I think it's a fucking disgrace. I don't think we should have a goddamn thing to do with Saudi Arabia.
The only other thing I will say is, I kind of agree that it does seem like you're a Saudi Arabia's bitch, but isn't this the same group that, these liberals in this country that all sit around and go, look how Trump says all this stuff, we need better decorum, like this, but then you're saying Trump, that we're basically, that they're bitch? I mean, at the same time, you can't say both things. Either you're raising the dialogue, you're taking the high ground, or you're sinking down into the shit.
Right. I think I like the fucking tweet personally. I've never been one of these Trump. I've never.
Well, I'm not either. But I'm saying
with
what
Trump
they're
has
saying.
never been a matter of his fucking decorum, whatever. I think if anything, that's the thing I like about Trump is that he's brought the dialogue to a real level. I'm glad to see some Democrats actually being like, you know what, fuck this.
Like nutting up a little bit.
Let's not fucking play this stupid political game. I like the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's. You could say that her civics knowledge needs some work, but I like the fact that she just goes out there and says what she thinks. I like that Tulsi Gabbard, a congressional representative, is willing to call the president a fucking bitch on Twitter because he is. He is Saudi Arabia's bitch. It's the fucking most impactful, most understandable way of saying it. There's no stupid euphemism. There's no bullshit. Trump begets more Trumps. We're getting some left-wing Trumps. As far as I'm concerned, that's a good thing because
Some
it
people
means
are trying.
Yeah, it
Like
means you can
I don't
be a
think
little
we've
more
got
honest.
a left-wing Trump
I
yet.
think this is hoping for a Trump clapback.
We've got some people that are
getting a little.
This
We're
is-
getting there.
dude, this is
We've made some strides.
But isn't this at the same time self-aggrandized? She's trying to get Trump to have a response. She's trying to get media attention. So I mean,
she's a fucking politician.
Well, how authentic?
I mean,
how authentic
I'm
is
not
it?
saying that she's like the nature.
Well, how
of
is
the beast
authentic?
has
How
changed.
authentic do you? I mean, because with Trump, whatever you think about him, I think
I don't know
his
much
bullshit
about
is
Tulsi
authentic.
Gabbard, so I'm not going.
I don't know
I'm
either.
not going to speak to her authenticity. I don't know yet. I haven't.
I know
assessed
she's
that.
brought up a lot. She's one of the right wing's left boogeymen. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Of course.
Anybody that the right is piling onto and hating on, is probably doing something interesting.
Well, I'll tell you who right now that is. It's that Ocasio-Cortez.
Oh, yeah, they're just-
dude.
Look at
They're-
her clothes. Look at this. Look at that.
They're obsessed with everything she
She had
does.
16 grand
They're
in the
scared.
bank. She's rich. She's rich.
They're scared of her.
Yeah, man, she's just everywhere, man. They can't stop
Now, sometimes
talking about
I have
her.
seen her say some embarrassing shit, like talk about she just doing some live stream. She's like the three chambers of government: the presidency, the House, and the Senate. It's like, okay, you need to
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
cut. So I think that she might have a little Sarah Palin foot and mouth syndrome, but if she can get that under control, I think she's pretty golden. She needs to just do a little more research, get a little more knowledge.
Yeah, if they want a woman, if it's time for a woman in the White House, why not her? Give her the Palin treatment.
She
Get her
doesn't
some
qu-
coaches.
She can't qualify for that.
Oh, she's too young.
Too
huh?
young. She's not going to make. She can't run in
35.
2020. She's only 29.
Hating on the young people.